Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. Silver, the underdog, gold's little brother, the outcast, the black sheep of commodities, the monetary rebel, has now become mainstream news. Citibank calls for $100 silver, Bank of America calling for further upside potential in 2021. The Silver Institute, bullish, Goldman Sachs, bullish, Silver Slayer, extremely bullish. If you want to find out why, check this out. Silver stackers across the world, I put together another great video for you today. We got a couple articles we're going to break down. We're going to dissect this information. You got to be subscribed. I don't care about subscribers. I don't say that for me. I say it for the sake of you to get this critical information on a daily basis that I'll feed you. If you are subscribed every day, just watch it. 10-minute video and you got your daily dose of precious metals information. You cannot be blindly investing. You gotta know what's going on. There's so much happening, especially nowadays. You cannot be blindly investing and expect success. It's not realistic, folks. So Bank of America talking about further upside for silver. And that's crazy because banks, they have dollars, US dollars. But the dollar and silver hate each other. So why is a bank talking about silver? Now, if it was gold, it would make a little bit more sense because they see gold as money. Silver, though, they don't care about silver. They throw silver under the rug, call it a bad investment, a bear market, and keep it pushing. So what are they talking about with silver? We're going to find out what it is. We also have another article from investing.com titled Biden the Silver Bull, a new nickname. So it's going to get interesting, folks. You got to pay attention. You got to be tuned in. Like I say, do your homework, right? Don't just always rely on me to give you this information. Do this stuff yourself, too. Not only is it educational, it's kind of fun. So describing silver as a metal important for future technologies in a new report on the outlook for commodities in 2021, Bank of America said the current focus of this decarbonization of solar panels should support fundamentals. And I mean, let's break this down. If you have watched my videos, you've probably heard me say this. Silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity and light sensitivity. Nothing else performs like silver, especially for as cheap as it is. Silver is intertwined in everything. It's an industrial metal. Gold, it's a monetary metal. So, since silver is used in everything, we are advancing technologically in this new age world. It's all digital. So silver is going to be needed everywhere. The demand for silver is going to be high, but the supply is diminishing. The silver market has rebalanced on production discipline and demand for new applications, including solar panels. The bank stated if more spending on solar panels comes through, silver should rally above the $31 per ounce level. And that's just one of the many reasons why silver is going to be bullish. They're not even mentioning how the person that's calling for this upside potential, a Bank of America, banks in general, are on their last leg. When we throw out trillions of dollars in stimulus, do you really think that's going to keep the dollar afloat? It's going to be a sunken ship. Back in 2008, the credit financial crisis, billion-dollar stimulus dang near tore it apart. I mean, we're talking about recession/depression, which led to $50 silver. So if billion-dollar stimulus led to $50 silver, imagine what trillion-dollar stimulus could do. Along with the global pandemic, one of the most controversial elections ever. And not only that, but it's extremely high demand for silver from Biden winning and this green energy revolution. I mean, everything, the stars have aligned. Everything spells out bullish silver prices. So the bank's analysts said the white metal will be supported by U.S. President-elect Joseph Biden Jr.'s ambitious plan for achieving net zero emissions across the U.S. by 2050. The research report noted that a potential increase in photovoltaics matters, particularly for silver, which is a key ingredient in solar panels. And An accelerated decarbonization of U.S. power sector alone could boost annual global silver demand from 2,285 tons in 2020 to an average of 4,272 tons over the next 15 years. Looking at the potential implications of that, market balances have averaged 1,100 tons in the past 5 years, and with limited supply increases currently on the pipeline, the potential demand additions could push silver into a substantial deficit. I mean, it's going to be scarce. Not enough silver is going to be going around. The producers turn into the consumers turn into the producers. People like you and I that are buying it are going to be selling it to the people that need it, but we're going to be selling it once the price is a lot higher. Last time this happened was between 2006 and 2011 when silver rallied to over $50 per ounce, a price level we would see within this reach time around as well. And trust me, if you want to talk about crazy silver prices, we're living in crazy times, so expect the unexpected. The bank's analysts pointed out surpluses have gradually declined, and with the help from investor demand, silver market has already flipped into deficit. We expect another supply shortfall in 2021. It's getting worse. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. We're already in a silver shortage, a massive silver shortage. That's why American Eagles have $15, $20 premiums attached to them. That's not normal, but it is now. This is the new normal. Coins that are sold at spot price, that's not a thing anymore. When spot price is $25, you shouldn't be having to pay $30+ for a coin that's sold at spot price. That makes no sense. So anyways, I wanted to share that because they do make some good points, and it really does bring to life how mainstream this really is becoming, right? This isn't a myth. This isn't a theory. Silver stackers don't got to put on their tinfoil hats anymore. People see it. What we've been saying for years and years on this channel, it's finally coming to light, and everyone else is catching up. But they're going to be having to pay a lot higher prices, right? We get in before the curve, not after the curve. When everyone else starts buying it, that's when it's time for us to sell it. Most people will be buying silver around $30, $40, $50 because that's when they're going to see the proof in the pudding that it can be profitable, and that's when we'll be selling it at $50. People do it backwards. Buy low, sell high. Just like that coin, that gold-backed cryptocurrency I've been talking about. Selling for 10 cents right now. My goal is to get 50,000 of them. 50,000. When it gets to $1, which it will, it's a gold-backed currency. It's also a stable coin. They have an incredible roadmap ahead, expanding assets, expanding mines. It's going to be $1 within the next 1 or 2 years. That's me making $50,000 off of a $5,000 investment. I mean, sounds crazy, sounds too good to be true, but it's not. It really isn't, especially a crypto backed by physical gold. You can't get any better than that. The link's in the description if you want to check it out yourself. Plus, you get 5% GSX, extra GSX coins as well. Like I said, I'm not saying that for me. I'm saying it for you, right? Financial freedom is the end goal. So Biden, the silver bull, it may seem like an unlikely match. I never thought that. I knew that Biden had this green energy revolution, and I knew that if he won, or even if he didn't win, just the way we're going with solar panels and these photovoltaics, it was obvious. There are some big reasons why President-elect Joe Biden could become silver's best friend. The main force behind this we see is stimulus, a lot of stimulus. The dollar has never gotten hit with $1 trillion of stimulus. It really hasn't. So anyone who can try to predict what's going to happen to the dollar is already wrong. The dollar, when it got hit with billions of dollars of stimulus, led to $50 silver. The difference between billions and trillions is a lot. I don't think people can fathom how big of a difference billions of dollars compared to trillions of dollars is. If billions led the dollar that low and led gold and silver, silver to $50, imagine what trillions is going to do. I keep saying that because I don't think people can understand or fathom what that's going to do to the dollar. The dollar's already lost 98% of its purchasing power. It's lost 44% of that in the last 20 years. It's on its last leg. This could collapse the system. I can't even try to fathom what's what the world's going to be like once this happens. But the worst part is we have no choice. Biden has no choice. Trump had no choice. If any candidate wanted to win the election, they had to throw out that $1 trillion stimulus word because people needed it. That's the worst part about this. It's like a dog backed in a corner. We know what it's going to do to the dollar. We know what it's going to do to the economy, but people are jobless. People need that money, so we have to give it to them. What are we going to do? Just say, oh, we can't give you guys your stimulus paycheck because we need to save the dollar? No, you can't do that. People need it, but there's going to be a cost to pay because we literally do not have that money to give out, so it's got to come from somewhere. The dollar is the world's reserve currency, so everyone around the globe relies on the dollar's strength. But the dollar's strength is about to plummet. So we're in a very, very sticky situation here, folks, and it's only going to get worse. People, especially around the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, this pandemic, the virus is going to spread like wildfire. Look at Canada. They had Thanksgiving early, and after Thanksgiving, look at the numbers. They shot up to the number one. If people get lackadaisical, get a little lenient, and start, around these holidays times, Black Friday, shopping centers, malls, friends and family, it's going to get crazier than it already is. Yes, there's vaccines coming out, but these vaccines, there's a very minimal dose that for the short term, immediate term. I don't see how this is going to be years down the line before things start to recover or get back to normal. And by that time, imagine what silver's price will be. Imagine what the dollar's value will be, right? That's what he's talking about. Stimulus, more stimulus. If you, and then talking about green economy needs more silver, right? If you actually watch my videos, watch this video alone, looked at the numbers, looked at the reality, and you still don't understand silver's potential, if you still are hesitant, if you still are on the fence, then you shouldn't be investing because this is so blatantly obvious. This is information that any investor any real investor would look at, and it would make sense. It would click. Now, it doesn't mean you have to invest, but it would still at least make sense to what the information is saying, where the economy is headed, and what that's going to do to the asset's price. Right, that's A plus B equals C. 2 plus 2 equals 4, but for some people, 2 plus 2 equals 5. Maybe even 6. It's crazy, I know. We do the math. The numbers, it's a numbers game, right? It really is a numbers game. A lot of people gamble, don't invest. What I mean by that is when you're investing into the coin. You're investing into silver. You're investing into the metal. You're investing into that idea. Most people gamble. What I mean by that is gambling looks at the immediate, the right now. The price of silver right now, yeah, it's low. So that's all people pay attention to. They don't look at the future. They're not invested into the future. Investors don't care too much about the price right now. They look at where the price is heading. You're investing into that project. You're investing into that metal. Most people gamble because they just buy it right now, looking at the price, don't think about the future. That's the difference between gambling and investing. And I just made that up today in my last video. Thank you. You guys can take note. I literally just made that up on the spot, thinking about it. It's pretty cool, right? Anyways, I just wanted to make this video. I know I kind of skipped a lot of this stuff, but it's basically stuff I just was saying, just worded a little differently. So if you did enjoy this video, if you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe. You got to be subscribed, though, right? You got to be subscribed. Not for my sake, for your sake. Because every day, 2-3 videos a day, I'm going to give you guys the inside scoop of what the markets are doing, why they're doing that, and also, more importantly, what you should do about it. Like I said, you cannot just be blindly investing, just buying silver when you want and trying to sell it when you want. You got to understand what's happening to these prices, and I will give you that information. Also, check out the link in the description. Gold secured currency. It's called GSX coin. It's literally gold secured currency backed by physical gold. This is the next biggest thing. I'm planning on making a lot of money from it. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not even kidding. It's legit. It's not any type of risky thing. It's legit. Forbes has talked about it. Yahoo Finance. Uh, it, 10, 15 different legitimate companies have already written articles talking about the next big thing. Amazing white paper. They have an incredible roadmap. It's definitely going to be something, if you're an investor that likes to diversify out, you want to check out. The reason I don't like Bitcoin too much or other cryptos, I'm a little hesitant because it's not backed by anything. But now we have a genius idea of backing crypto with physical gold. It's also a stable coin, which means it holds the price, but it also has the benefits of a cryptocurrency, which also means it can grow in value. It's genius. Apollo FinTech is the company behind it. It's genius. So check out the links in the description. With that said, I'm going to wrap this video up here. This was Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.